Hello everyone and welcome to World of Tanks. This is another gold spamming spam fest with Termond Giant. He's playing in the T110E4. Actually, it's Termond Giant's Bane, ... So he's playing in the T110E4, which as we know is a pretty good armored tank. And he's got lots of gold rounds. I wonder if he's going to be using them. And he's probably going to get like a billion damage in this game here on Paris. So let's see how he's doing. As you can see, he is calling for help because he is one of the stronger armored tanks in the game with one of the highest penetrating guns. Hopefully we'll have a good game. Score is 1-0. He's just warming up using that 4-time zoom. It's funny how you don't have to aim as accurately when you use gold rounds. So he's still going into the battle location. He hasn't arrived there yet. I can see! I have eyes! So he just took out 817 on that Object 268. That's pretty good. Got a decent reload. Unfortunately, we don't see the reload time. You obviously were counting. Okay, so we don't know if he made it with that shot. He doesn't have a lot of ammo. He's got 25 rounds remaining. You know, it's weird. He's using the small first aid kit. I always use the large first aid kit, and the reason why is because you do get the extra bonus of protection. It does include a set of condoms, and it doesn't get used very often. Okay, so he took out that FE4005, that strong armored vehicle, on its rear for 693 damage. He's up to 1,500 damage. You can see on the mini-map that the T100 LT is about to come in and kill all 3 SPGs. Oh, look at that. You don't stand a chance. They took 651 damage. Guess what happens when you get hit by a gold spammer? You know, when you get hit and you see that you got hit by a guy firing gold, he's probably firing gold at everybody, especially if you have a weakly armored tank. So he hit that STRV B R30R for 654 damage. That is, in fact, the original model number, and the in-game model number is wrong. Okay, so obviously there's a bunch of tanks he could drop on top of, which would be really fun, would make the video really cool. But I have the feeling that he's a putty cat. I'm a putty cat. Come on, dude, just drop on the guy. He's total. Okay, when you don't fire and you're reloaded, you lower your DPM. And not only that, but that enemy vehicle was aimed elsewhere, and now he's aiming at the player. So he kind of screwed up a chance to one-shot that VK with a well-aimed shot at the ammo rack. So he did hit the STRV for 751 damage. Obviously, he should have gone in and rammed him. So again, when you're not firing your gun, it lowers your DPM, which is your damage per month. Lots of tanks you could pay a little surprise visit to. Do you really think you're going to die? You're going to lose all your hit points if you drop on one of those tanks? Come on. Just do it. Hey, baby. Okay, so he could have gold rounded that 705A. This guy doesn't know what he's in for. So the T15 Heavy has just notified the E4 he's going to help him. Which is really, really cool thing you just did. I don't know. I don't know if I would have done that. I guess what he did was okay and everything. I just have the philosophy of going in and firing as quickly as possible. He could have hit the lower plate because it was green. I mean, he was firing gold rounds. Look at that 837 on the VK7201K. He's up to 5,200 damage, and he's got 1 kill. And he's being helped by the Type 5 Heavy. Right, look at that. Look at that amazing skill. Can't get better than this. That's why he's an Unicum. As you can see, he's using the Unicum camo, which looks like red flowers. Score is 7-9. Look at that amazing positioning. He's fully reloaded. He's got his full hit points. The IS-7 is a one-shot, and he strategically reversed and retreated. Good job, E4. Okay, so he could have shot at the VK. That was an option he could have taken. He hit the wrong plate of the IS-7. And he didn't take any damage. See, now he goes in because without being reloaded because he doesn't want the Type 5 Heavy to get the kill. That's obviously what's going on here. That's my kill. You're a kill stealer. They actually fought like this in France with real tanks. See, now he's doing the same thing. Oh, he got taken out of the game. The VK took out the Jagdpanzer E100. He killed Dangus. Dangus X. Scores 10-11. They're losers. These guys, I thought these guys were winners. You know, it's possible they might actually lose this game because when I download the replays, sometimes they say, I'm so awesome, I carried the team, and we still lost. I'm like, F you, man. I carried the team with gold rounds. So, he's got 3 kills. He's the giant bane of the enemy. Going up against weakly armored tanks such as 2 SPGs, a light tank, and a Swedish medium tank. So his allies are smartly spreading out, going in all sorts of different directions, which is going to help them work as a team. That amazing maneuvering. He probably could have fired if he was using... If I had regular rounds, I would have fired. Yeah, that's too bad. It looked like he had a clear shot, but at the last second, his aim was not on a penetratable surface. So he knows that the SPG's over there. Let's see if he alerts his team. No, it looks like he doesn't. Because, you know, he is a team player. That's what a team player does. You don't want your allies to know where the enemy SPG is. He was stunned by the Bat Chats who's up in the corner. Oh, look at that. He got a ricochet. He's up to 8,000 damage. So you can see the other SPG has been located by the Type 5 Heavy. Took out the Jagdpanzer E100 for 637 damage. If he had that first aid kit, I guess you can remove the stun with the large first aid kit, but I don't know if you can do it with the small first aid kit. Because, you know, I just let my crew suffer. They didn't have good healthcare back in World War II. He's up to 8,600 damage. He's got 4 kills. Look at that amazing accuracy and amazing aim. Wasn't even fully aimed. Now think about it. He should be firing high explosive rounds right now. Because at Udis, he's got a bouncy frontal armor. That is an Udis, right? He could have easily bounced off of that thing. Just like he bounces off your mother. So he's up to, what is that, 10 kills? 6 kills. 9,358 damage, and he actually fired 2 regular rounds, so we got to give him a hand for that. You notice that he did switch to the high explosive rounds, but it might have actually screwed him over. We're going to go back. We're going to see if it did screw him over. So he did. What is that? What the F was that? Maybe he screwed something up. So he kills the Udis. He's reloading a regular round. Very wise. Very wise. And once the regular round is 99% loaded, he switched to the HE round. See, that's what a little bit of greed can do. I mean, let's check the amount of damage that he can do with this sucker. 750 average damage. And he switched to the HE round against a tank that has 490 hit points and has very weak armor. Against his 295 millimeter gun, that thing's probably got like 40 millimeter armor. And because of that, he lost 300 hit points. He could have nailed him. And look how close he was. He was a split nanosecond away from that. They did win 15-2. He came in at 9,358 damage as reported in game. 1,600 little gray shield thingies. Which I think means you avoided an incoming shell. And then he got 298 spotting damage, which, believe it or not, he got the spotting damage from that Batchat 15558 artillery. So it won't count towards his gun damage. This guy's a little blowhard. But it does count against his gun marks. Okay, that's the game. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.